Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I clean my brushes. First things first, I would clean your brushes about once a week if you can. I know it's really hard to do, especially if you work and have a life. I was making it a habit to do it every Saturday, but that way I would always remember, okay, it's Saturday, it's time to clean my brushes, especially if you have acne prone skin. I would definitely prioritize it. To start, I bought this from a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls. It has this little handle on the back so you can just like rest your hand right here. You can use these various different textures to clean the brushes, but to be honest, I just kind of like rub it all over. I feel like definitely for these, I use them more for like eyeshadow brushes and these for larger brushes, but I'm not sure like what the purpose of them are. I like to use a bar of soap. I have before used a little bit of dish soap and olive oil. You can do that if you want. In my experience, even with the oil, I just hate using the dish soap. It just really dried out my brushes and they like didn't ever come back from that. So I just ended up throwing them away and getting new ones. If I were you, I would definitely get a bar of soap. I can link this one if you want. I know it's very natural, like basically as natural as they get. It doesn't have any harmful ingredients whatsoever, says my husband, but I trust that he did his research, and it's also made by olive oil. First, I just take the brush, I get it wet, I swirl it onto the bar of soap, I get it a little wet again, I swirl it on here, and then I do that at least 2 times, sometimes 3. Like if I have a foundation brush that I use a lot, I will go in about 3 times and just make sure that it's very clean. And then you can also like wipe on the sides like this, kind of like rub all around. And then I will rinse it underneath the water and still rub it like so. And then just like feel the brush as well and make sure there isn't any soap residue left in it. And then I just go ahead, I don't know if you could see it, and squeeze the excess water out. And then this one looks really clean. It always looks a little yellow when it's done because this is real goat hair. After that, I just take a clean towel and I squeeze the excess water once again, and you can kind of scrub it like this, and then I will reshape it and I will let this sit out to dry. I almost forgot to say, for my eyeshadow brushes, I will clean my eyeshadow brushes all at the same time, and that goes way faster. If you're using wet products, hopefully with synthetic brushes, you can go ahead and use your brushes right away. So for my foundation brush, clean it right before I put on foundation, that's fine. I can go ahead and put it on anyway. I do the same for the beauty blender as well. I always use a bar of soap for this. I do the same for my synthetic brushes and my real hair brushes. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I'll see you in my next video.